Bob Eating's back at Hoops Family Field, joined alongside by head coach Michael Swan. Coach, you fall down 1-0 early there in the first half, but you got to be really excited for your team there. You storm back in that second half, you get that real quick goal from Bailey as well.
Yeah, we looked at in the locker room there. We just talked about what we needed to do, and we talked about it before the game. That we got to get closer in the midfield and not let them get control of the game. And first half, Old Dominion controlled the game. Second half, I thought it was pretty 50-50. And what a goal! I mean, you come out the traps like that, and it makes it really interesting for the second half. And our adjustments worked. We took away their advantage in the midfield, had an advantage to us, and we were able to catch them in counter-pressing situations at the start of the second half, and that created the goal. What did you see? Because it seemed like that first at least 15 minutes of that second half, you were really wreaking havoc on that back line for Old Dominion. So what did you see at the halftime break? Just they had their rotation in the midfield was very good, and we were having a hard time, pick players up. Once we were able to do that, so we dropped the player in, we were able to kind of zonally mark them, and when the ball shifted to that open player, we just kind of suffocated them a little bit in the first one. Coughed it up, put them under pressure. That was the biggest thing. Take away that advantage. You get a win versus Troy last weekend. Obviously, this one you played really toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the conference this year. That's got to be a lot of confidence that you and I talked about today that you're continuing to build for your team. Yeah, I mean, I just told them down there, I said, look, you accept two things. You battled yourself back into the game, and you got the game into a 1-1 situation, and it became a game of who's going to have a moment of brilliance. And I said, you got to accept that you did that, and it's it's a proud moment for you as a program. And then the second thing is you got to accept the wonder goal that wins it. And they looked at it and said, yep, fair enough, I do. But we know that we can get ourselves back into games, battle in those games. We've got to battle against App State on the weekend. But if we play like we did in the second half, we'll have a good performance. Let's talk about Ashland real quick. I think in that first half specifically, you've got one right there where ODU's on the doorstep. She knocks it away, right? She's got another one from distance. She tips it off the crossbar, right? Again, that continued building confidence for her. Yeah. How valuable is that for someone who's just 18, freshman season? Yeah, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Yeah. Well, earlier today, that she's just getting the confidence, and the players in front of her are getting confidence in what she's doing. I'm proud of that kid. She had she had a tough situation a couple of weeks ago, and you can just see what her quality is. We see it in training every day, and she showed it again tonight. Coach, talk real quick. Fans tonight, right? Not quite the 2K you wanted to look at, but still, you get 1,200 people here tonight, and that fan attendance. You and I talked about it. Best attendance in the Sun Belt, right? You got to talk about the fans that you continue to see here. Yeah, I mean, we've created an amazing environment here. Hats off to our external team. We've got the fan-first atmosphere, and you could see it tonight. They're out there with the drums, the singing, the chanting. I'm delighted that they all came. And I know that we're going to get more in the seats when we keep doing what we're doing, and that's why we do it. So thank you to all the supporters who came out tonight. It was a special night, a special atmosphere. I wish we could have got the result, but any team that comes to Marshall now is going to know that we've got a crowd that gets right behind the team. You got 2 days before App State. What do you guys do over the next couple of days to get ready for the Mountaineers on Sunday? Recover. I saw Abby. I will say I want to know the stats on how many miles Abby ran throughout this game, because I saw her just gas there at the end. A lot. A lot? A lot. I mean, emotion goes into it too, and Abby's a very emotional player, a very fit player, very much a player who's very dynamic and can get all over the field. And it's a long season. It's a short season, so we'll recover for the next few days. Abby's good about recovering, just like the rest of them, and we just make sure that we take care of our bodies. Coach, we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone. Coach.